Hi, this is Tom with Certified. As cyber criminals advance their timing and techniques designed to defraud companies and consumers, business processes must be continually refined to keep pace with this evolving threat. Well-crafted procedures and communication protocols will serve as internal firewalls, if you will, for employees that process information and funds that, again, will eliminate the exposure of a company and a customer to loss. Consider the following processes in your workflow to defend against wire fraud. And this isn't an exhaustive list, but these are some of the more salient that you might want to think about. Obtaining the full legal name or names and contact information of customers early in the transaction. And then providing a specific fraud alert to customers as early in the transaction cycle as possible to make them aware of the fraud threat and specific examples of what to watch out for. This is so critical, and even the courts are stepping in on some of their decisions about educating customers. Next, a clear directive of potential of wire fraud activity and how it's communicated externally between you and your customers and internally as employees and other supervisors. There has to be, think of it as like a red phone to red phone protocol for this activity, so it can be identified, addressed, and responded to immediately. Then think about a company policy and system for verifying identity and bank credentials and securely storing them so that they can be relied upon by anyone in the organization without question, because they know that they're kind of striking right at the funding level in those minutes. Another thing to consider is just any change to personal credentials or bank information has to be prohibited without proper verification on the part of the actual person and owner of the bank account. Taking it a step further, this is a great area for a dual control procedure so that a second set of eyes can validate the change of information before it's stored and relied upon. Taking it a step further, dual controls around sending wires are a best practice. This means that the person entering the information into the bank's treasury platform is not the one that ultimately releases it. So a strong dual control procedure will provide an additional point of verification and accuracy of the information before funds are sent. Next, securely sending your wiring information directly to the person who's sending you the funds, and then having a mechanism to verify the receipt and accuracy of the information before the wire is initiated. This is particularly important with buyers in real estate transactions who need to receive the information directly and not through a third party such as a real estate agent, attorney, lender, or some other advisor in the deal. The sharing of wiring instructions, think of it, has to be this point-to-point chain of custody handoff that has to be confirmed. And then empowering employees, if you will, to just slow down or even delay a closing or funding in a transaction until they know and they have a level of certainty that the information that they're going to rely on is accurate and the funds will arrive safely. This may also include the refusal to send a wire and instead sending a check, along with the disbursement process, overnighting it to a party. There's nothing wrong with that if the flares are going off and something's wrong. And then a policy for gathering and storing communications and other details around fraud attempts to use internally and externally for training purposes. We don't have to be ashamed, or we don't have to be concerned that our companies are being singled out. Everyone is a target for wire fraud. So that's an issue where you just come out and you kind of put your arms around this issue as an organization and train your folks on what to watch out for. So I hope you found this useful. As you can imagine, we're passionate here at Certified about preventing wire fraud. Our solution will allow you to confirm the identity of someone and then securely send or confirm wiring information before funds move. And roughly 3 or 4 of these best practices can be automated through the implementation of our solution. So we'd love to have that conversation with you. Just reach out to us on the website. You can shoot me a comment and we can start a dialogue directly, take it offline. And until next time, I hope you found this useful. Feel free to share it. Feel free to train against what we learned here today. Take care.